We've just concluded our 4th annual summit auction, and yeah, one sort of comes to the end of a day like this with mixed feelings, but certainly satisfied and happy. And I'd like to just start with our charity lots that we sold last night at the function. And of course, our beneficiaries of our charities are in desperate need of help, and you get people that have come with their open hearts and open wallets, and they support us. And we raised over 300,000 Rand last night for our charities. Norman Adamy and Neil Rex, I'd like to thank them personally. It means a lot to us as a community-based auction, and we like to put back into the community. We've got, the charities are all my neighbors. They live next door to me, people we involved with every day. And it's just such a good community gathering and get together for the summit auction every year. You're from the guys preparing the food, or all our local guys. And I'd like to thank everybody involved and make this community happy and proud to be part of Summit, and we thank them all for their generous support. Then on to the auction today. We were pleasantly surprised by our prices. Firstly, the buffalo sold exceptionally well. We sold buffalo cows for over 300,000 Rand. Obviously the Grootpaas Genetics, their involvement with our auction, much appreciated. And then we've become well known for Springbuck, Gemsbuck and Kudu Plains Game auction. And we have a vast variety of, we've got 23 different species on auction this year. And everything sold in the end, just tough. Conditions have been tough, but we've got through it somehow. And, we're sitting at 7.9 million Rand turnover on the live auction. On the timed auction, I think we're just under a million or just over a million now, which to get that amount of money out in the tough conditions that we're in at the moment with the drought, the current economy, everybody comes to you and they say they'd love to buy, but they just cannot afford another mouth in their farm at the moment. So if we can pull it off this year, I'm certainly looking forward to next year when the rains come. To pull off an auction like this with so many people takes a hell of a lot of teamwork. And I think our summit team, my colleagues in the summit group, our guest sellers, you look around and you see the amount of children that are involved, just serving food and running around little errands. It takes a massive teamwork to pull it all off, and I'd like to thank each and every one of them for their contribution to make the day a success and to make it a happy event for everyone.
55,000. Are we all through legal? But at 55 we have. Are we all through at Faith and Faith Liquidation and no advancing? And at 55,000, all through and all done. Right, 55,000, thank you, Sagraswa. 290,000 in honor Bulgari here at 290. Are we all through to 300,000? Yeah. I got 3 number 300,000. I got celebrate right into 303, and then we have 300,000. On the back we got in the regular 3 to 303, and then we have 300,000. Yeah. All through now, the British right here at 300,000. Kensu on the phones, and thanks for the help. It looks like Garth on the phone. 300,000. Hold on. Thank you, God. Saunders, 300,000. He's buying for someone there. Thank you very much indeed. At 130, but 130, but some tariff here at 130,000. I'm going to sell the British right here at 130. At 130,000. I'm going to sell the British right here tariff here at 130. All through and at 130,000. And the British three we have at 100 direct decent. 130,000. Final call all through and all done. 130 we got in a big hand. Thank you very much indeed. 100 direct decent. 40 the number 40 J. What about 2 sir? What about 2 now? I got a 40,000 and the British right there 40. There we have Fiat number 40. Thanks for the help, Eddie. At 40,000 we got in the British right there 40, and there we go Fiat decent at 40,000. Are we all through at 40,000? No advance again and all done. Fiat decent, thank you very much indeed. That deserves a super hand. 40,000, thank you. Are we all through another time? The British right here and final call at 220,000. No advance, all through and all done. 220,000, a big hand there for Taboko Mohashoa. 220,000, thanks Taboko. 40 got a 2, 42, I got a 42,000, and the British got a 42, got a 42, the summer 42. They knock off to 2 stroke, 44,000, 44, and there we have. At 44, number 44, the number 44. At 44, got a 45, still got a 45, and there we have. I got a 45, 45, 45, and there we have the number 45. I got to sell, I got a 45,000, I got to sell the British, I got a Faith and Fear, but a 45 we got. At 45,000 now, all through over there. And all done. Right, 45,000 to Greg and Andre. Let's give them a big hand. Well done there. Thanks very much indeed. Lucky Peter. At 75, the number 75, 75, 80 that we have, 80,000 now, 80,000 that we have, 80,000 on the back of them, 80, 90, they get 90, they have 90,000 here, on the back of them, 90,000 that we have, 90, 90, get 100,000, they get 100, get 100,000 that we have, 100,000 to Joanna, at 100,000 there we go. 100, they get 100, get 100, get 100,000 that we have, 100,000, I'm going to sell the bidders right in front, we have it, a holiday that we got. On the floor, my bid at 100,000, all through, fair warning, final call, and all done. Right, kom ons gee vir hom Jules 'n goeie handeklap daarso. Thank you. The apps bid is at 130, guys. In calf to the biggest bull in the world at 130,000. All through, no advance, all out, and all done. 130,000 we sell. Let's give Richie a big hand there. Thank you very much indeed at 130.
It's the end of the season now, and I think we had a great season actually, considering the overall environment we're operating in. So I'm very satisfied with what we've achieved in the industry. As far as today is concerned, regional community auction, a fantastically organized auction. It's become an institution, and it's going to be on the map forever, yeah? And I think they had a solid auction today. So I was very confident in what happened here today, and I think they should be satisfied.
R135.000 vir 'n seibelvers, 'n jong seibelvers, dragtig van 'n 51,5 duim bil, 4 jaar 10 maande. Wat 'n prys vir hierdie ekonomiese toestande, vir hierdie droogtegebied. Ek wil Summit, Henny en Neil gelukwens met 'n uitmuntende veiling vir 'n droë Karoo, moeilike omstandighede, wat 'n veiling. As ons kyk na die pryse oor die algemeen, is dit 'n bittergoeie veiling. Die pryse is realisties, met 'n massiewe klomp nuwe kopers en nuwe toetreders in ons industrie. Gee vir my moed vir ons toekoms. Ons is besig om ons diere bekostigbaar te maak, en as ons dit bekostigbaar maak, is dit die invloei van die nuwe kopers en die nuwe teelers in ons industrie, wat weer vir ons wys, daar is nog vertroue in ons posisie, in ons land, in ons bedryf, wildbedryf. Die platform wat Summit daar skep, die atmosfeer wat Summit skep, wat 'n veiling. Ek dink dit is seker die beste georganiseerde veiling en die gasvryste veiling, Karoo gasvryheid, Summit gasvryheid, baie spesiaal.
Ek dink die veiling soos hierdie in die Oos-Kaap is baie belangrik. Ek dink die veiling is besig om te vestig in die Oos-Kaap. Ten spyte van baie moeilike omstandighede met die droogte, ekonomie, daar's 'n geweldige klomp faktore wat baie negatief inwerk op die wildbedryf op hierdie stadium. Is dit nog steeds baie bemoedigend om te sien hoe goed die veilings presteer en hoe goeie pryse daar nog steeds behaal word. So ons is baie bemoedigend daardeur. En ons glo wanneer die reën weer kom dat dit 'n katalisator sal wees vir ons wildbedryf en ook vir die res van die boerdery bedrywe om weer as katalisator ook ons bedrywe weer in die gang te kry. Dan ook wil ek net sê dat Wildvereniging van Suid-Afrika is baie betrokke by ons wildboere. Ons doen baie vir ons lede. Ons het ook nou 'n jare-eindfunksie wat nou opkom, die 2 November, wat ons hou by Pine Lodge in Port Elizabeth. Ons nooi almal uit om kontak te maak met ons kantoor, met Margaretha, weer SA kantoor. Dan almal het ons nommer. Maak kontak, daar's beperkte plekke oor. Dit is 'n funksie wat jaarliks groei. Dis nou ons 4de funksie wat ons aanbied en ons sien baie uit daarna om saam met ons boere te kuier en ook 'n verskil te maak. Kom kry al die antwoorde, kom vra die nodige vrae, die reguit vrae wat gevra moet word en kom geniet die dag saam met ons, die 2 November. Baie dankie.